Taza de Luna had just started grade 9 when he was confronted by a group of boys.
It was the second week. I didn't know where to look for teachers. I didn't even know where the office was. They just kept following me until they just sort of picked me up and hit my head off with the door frame.
2 boys were suspended, one allowed to return within a week.
He's in Taza's classes. He's passing Taza in the hallways. When we asked why, they said that every child deserves an education.
In 2011, Ontario enacted legislation to help combat scenes of violence such as these. Schools must now report their total number of violent incidents. CBC News asked every public school board and the Ministry of Education to show us the numbers. We discovered 18 boards reported 0 incidents for several years in a row.
It is really unbelievable to me that there would be absolutely no incidents of violence or harassment taking place in those schools.
UBC professor Elizabeth Saywick says reporting needs to be tied to funding and resources.
If the process of reporting doesn't actually lead to the kinds of supports that are needed, then for many schools, it's going to be a reputational hit without any further supports to solve it.
This is the number of violent incidents that the school reported the year Taza got assaulted.
So it says 0. So although they know that he was beaten up and taken to hospital, they've failed to report that.
The Ontario Minister of Education wasn't available for an interview, but a spokesperson told us, quote, "It is clearly unacceptable for boards not to report violent behavior, and we expect every school board in the province to comply." Violence like this happens across Canada. But we discovered in 9 provinces and territories, schools don't have to keep records and share them with the ministry. 2 years on, Taza de Luna says he still feels anxiety at school. How has this changed your boy?
So he will always say, "That's the day my childhood died."
Valérie Ouellet, CBC News, Collingwood, Ontario.